Nightcap with Scone, presented by Hoodco Roofing and hoodcoroofing.com, and my pals at the Crypto Cartel, Gamecoin, thegamecoin.net. That's right, the Crypto Cartel and Gamecoin. Fired up, man. I'm so pumped. My buddy Dave Mailer with oh wait, hang on one second, YouTube. My buddy Dave Mailer with Gamecoin popped up to Guarantee yesterday, had a gift bag, and in the gift bag was this bad mamma jamma of Weller 12, my absolute jam, with, as you can tell, the Crypto Cartel on the side, the Gamecoin logo, and the website, thegamecoin.net, and Elijah Craig barrel proof also with the Gamecoin logo on the back. So, super grateful, man. Awesome people, great project. I know I've said a lot of kind things about them, but I believe in the people who are building it and the core of the project, and I think it is going to be revolutionary for so many people in our city and for our city as a whole. I think it's not unrealistic to say that Gamecoin is going to be the biggest market cap business in the history of Baton Rouge, and I think it's amazing that they've done that in 111 days, and they're on that track. So anyway, my jam is Weller 12. I mean, I love me some Weller 12. This is poor man's Pappy. It is Van Winkle Lot B, mash bill, same barrel, same rick houses, same everything. When the master distiller goes to taste it at aging, if they don't determine it's Pappy quality, they bottle it at Weller 12. And I'm here to tell you, do a blind taste test. There's a lot of people that would pick Weller 12 over Lot B. So let's pour this in honor of my my Gamecoin friends on their amazing accomplishments so far, and with much appreciation for their generosity in finding this for your boy. I'm gonna tell you what, dude, your boy is just about dry on Weller 12. So, give me a little pour. Do this respectfully here, along with the EC Barrel Proof. That's what we got. We'll let them hang out there with us. All right. Cheers, y'all. If you're new, do us a solid. If you're on Facebook, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. YouTube, subscribe to the Matt Moscone's channel and smash that like button. We hang out here on Wednesdays, on Whiskey Wednesday. We pour a little something. Talk about whatever y'all want to talk about for as long as y'all want to talk about it. So let's roll. Let me tweet out the YouTube link. Real quick, tweet out the YouTube link. Boom, ba-da-bing, ba-da-bing, ba-da-boom. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. Here we go. Let's say some good evenings. Jack Davis, Michael Kleber, Clark Tiger Davis. Hey, Dad, good evening. Austin Smith, would really like to see a rematch with Coach O and the UCLA fan. Sissy Blue. My money might be on the UCLA fan right now. Ryan LaRussa. What's up, man? So Ryan LaRussa, one of my great friends from over at GMFS Mortgage. Cannot say enough good things about that man, his ethics, the quality of work he does. Awesome guy. And a member of the Crypto Cartel, who is one of those behind who was able to secure for me those 2 unicorns. So, my man, I'm much appreciative. Thank you for your friendship and for the juice. I will enjoy. Get my nose in there. Daniel Laurent, what's up? Good evening from work. Patrick Dorsey, Lucian Mixon, Frank Alessi, Gamecoin. People are freaking out over Gamecoin right now, man. It's had a great week, and it ain't even started. Mark, Coach O may save his job due to the injuries. Mark, no shot. When I tell you the injuries will not save Ed Ogeron's job, no shot. Maybe the only way that man could save his job is if he wins out. If he wins out, he could save his job. That's about it. Brian and Annie Penton from Gumpville. Heard there won't be more than 60,000 fans Saturday. Gatorade Zero Frost Blast. Yeah, Brian, I think that's a good estimate, man. I think in the 60s for the game on Saturday is probably about right. Brandon English, Matt, did I miss the boat or can I still get in on Gamecoin? Brandon, let me be very clear. This is not financial advice. I would never tell anybody what to do with their money, what to buy, what to sell, what to spend, anything. But nobody associated with Gamecoin thinks a penny, which is where they are now, which is an amazing accomplishment. Actually, it's approaching 2 pennies. Thinks this is anywhere close to where this thing goes. There are still barely 3,000 wallet holders on the face of planet Earth that have Gamecoin. They haven't even really begun telling the world about it. So, Brandon, you didn't miss nothing, bro. You didn't miss. Now, it's not as good today as it was yesterday. Not going to be as good tomorrow as it is today. It's the nature of it, but it doesn't mean it's not an incredible opportunity. Jamie, Matt, when Ogeron goes, how much of football ops goes as well? Strength, conditioning, etc. Great question, Jamie. And I don't have that answer. Something I'll remind you is the athletic director in place is an athletic director. Here, there's one person. I will tell you there's one person that I am definitively certain will be at LSU next year, regardless of what happens with the staff. And that is Austin Thomas. Because I told you when he came back that Ed Ogeron did not hire Austin Thomas. Scott Woodward hired Austin Thomas. Scott was with Austin in College Station at Texas A&M. Scott brought him back here. Austin Thomas is Scott Woodward's guy, not Ed Ogeron's guy. Austin left the first time because of Ed and Derek, and came back because of Scott. And that's about the only guy I'll tell you. He's good. Frank Alessi, what's up? Reagan Lee, what's good, Matt? If he's fired midseason, what do you think the time frame is? I mean, Reagan, I thought it would happen after Kentucky, but there's some things I think that have popped up, namely lack of an obvious interim, timeline if they fire for cause, the new president, Tate, how much of a say does he want in the matter? I mean, there's just a lot of variables that have contributed. Joe Olivo, good morning. Brian Abadi, Tyler Alexander, what's up, Tyler? Tanner Smith, David Wallace, Daniel Cass. Did you ever try to get Coach O on AFR like he does with OTB? Daniel, about 3 years ago, I sat in a meeting with some LSU brass and some of our suits at Guarantee. And it was explicitly told to me like this: he will go on anyone's show except yours. Okay. By the way, my show still kicks everyone's ass in every metric, and I've never had Ed Ogeron on my show. I'm good. Mark Bork, what's up? Chris Flanagan, what's up, my guy? Devin Wyatt, what's good? Caleb Clark, Jolie Bordelon, Merrick, what's up? Janelle Carson, what's up? Anthony Skinner, we love Coach O. Well, not we, maybe like the royal we, like singular. You love Coach O? And a lot of people love that dude, bro. Dude has crashed the plane in less than 2 years. Lee Lattimore going to the game Saturday to support the players on this team. Good for you, Lee. That's awesome. No disrespect at all intended with that. Will Cottry, who are your choices for the LSU coaching job? Man, I think the ones I've heard are good. Fickle, Franklin, Kiffin, O'Brien, I like all of them. You've also started to hear Mel Tucker's name a little bit. What, baby?
Did you ring anywhere?
Let's see. Let's see. Jump over on YouTube. LSU fan. Do you think Ed will be out after the Florida game? There's a possibility. I thought he was going to be going after they lost to Kentucky. Nicholas, where'd you get the big bottle of Weller? 12 from my buddies at Gamecoin. Trivia card. What up, Matt? You still working? I never stopped, brother. Trivia, I stopped working when my head hits a pillow, dog. Kirk Taylor, Ross Meir at the Gamecoin. Hannah Werner, good evening. Scott Thibodeau, Michael Terry. F you, Michael Terry. Old joke. Where you get the Gamecoin whiskey? From the people at Gamecoin, as they call themselves the crypto cartel. Randall Offrecht. Evening, Matt. Thanks for running the basketball season by picking, maybe even ruining, picking them to go to the Final Four. Oh, no, bro, they can be all right. What about Jack Del Rio? Juan, you kidding me, bro? David Kennedy, how do we invest in Gamecoin? Where do we find it? So there's a video. If you go to well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll help you all out. First thing you need to do is you need to buy Binance Coin. If you got to buy Binance Coin. And the way you do that is at crypto.com. And then here's a video that they had produced. I'm pasting in the comments of how to buy it, how to buy Gamecoin. Alex Day, what's up? Sanjay Gurur, Matt, got a midterm tomorrow, definitely gonna fail. Heads up, Sanjay. It's gonna be all right, bro. Ross Meir, do you know the guy that bought 923,000 the last 4 days? Yes. David Kennedy, what's up? Bubba Tatum, evening Sconers, Yinling and Jameson tonight. Cheers. All right, man. S-Smack 1981. Freaking baller. Rubik said you would share with us. I'd love to hang one night and share a few pours. Wonder who you are, S-Smack 1981. Don't know. But Robik's my guy, man. I was talking to Steven Robik tonight. Great dude. So Steven, who he's referring to. So Steven and I, we met each other. Steven and his wife, Carly. Awesome people. When we were in Houston at Texas Children's with Drew, their little baby girl, Penny, who's not, I guess she ain't a baby no more, but Penny's Drew's age, but Penny was also at Texas Children's with a heart defect and had heart surgery. So it's two families from Baton Rouge. They live in Central, but two families from Baton Rouge. So we connected there and we stayed close, man. And great people. So Steven and I share mutual affinity for whiskey, and awesome dude, man. Great family. Love him and Carly and Penny and Nolan. Great people. Great people. Let's see. Brett, yeah, man. Y'all want whoever that was? I don't know who that was. But next time we hang out for sure. Brett Dagro, what's up, Scone? Sip on some Blade and Bow. Nice. Jealousy Lies Correct Barrel Proof. Hey, man. No need to be jealous. Plenty of supply to go around for everybody, man. Michael Terry, where can we get it? Gamecoin? You know, LSU football season is not going great when people are asking more about Gamecoin than they are about LSU football in Florida week. Tyler Cooley, evening, Matt, fellow Sconers. Besides that being a complete disaster, how could this team be a 3-loss team at this point in the season? That's about it. Kurt, do they have the 12 at Don Juan? They do, as a matter of fact. Well, not Weller 12, but they have Pappy. They have the Van Winkle, Lot B. Jesse Brown, a little old elk. Kirk Taylor, ready to see all this Saturday. Kirk, you better bring you to Don Juan, bro. Tremaine 318, where's the... Oh, my apologies. So, the Drew cutout. So, there's the Drew cutout. Drew has become very inquisitive. He is grabbing everything now. So, like, he's grabbing the cutout and, like, throwing it, holding it. And, like, you can see the arm is bent now. Like, he's ruining everything. He just flushes the toilet. He turns on sinks. He just gets into everything. He knocks lamps off of end tables. He's like a baby, but he's 7. Travis Lauren, loving the Gamecoin ride. Yes, sir. Nicholas Cantrell, Michter's ride. That a boy. I I don't know if you can see it, but I actually scored a Michter's 10 rye a couple of weeks ago. Adam Fondo on that Gamecoin rocket. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, real quick. I do want to explain something real quick, because I know there's a lot of people watching. There's 120 on YouTube. Shout out. There are 127 on Facebook. Shout out. I know a lot of y'all bought Gamecoin. There's something I want to, because I had this conversation today with one of the developers. I think this is very, very important. I'm not telling you what to do at all. Again, not financial advice or anything, but I think this is something a lot of people forget. With respect to capital gains taxes, if you purchase an asset that appreciates in value and you sell it within a year of acquiring that asset, and if someone's a CPA and can clarify this for me, please tell me, but this is my understanding. Capital gains taxes within the first year is 47%. Now remember, when you make a transaction, there's a 10% transaction fee as well. So let's say you withdraw $100,000. Capital gains is going to take $47,000. Gamecoin is going to take $10,000, which leaves you with 40. You withdraw 100, you got 43K. After a year, capital gains drops to 0, 15, or 20% based on how you file your taxes and your income level. So I can't tell you what to do, but hold your Gamecoin. Don't sell your Gamecoin. It is booming. Don't if you desperately need the money, okay, but do you see what's happening? Why would you sell right now? Why would you sell? It from Sunday to Tuesday, it doubled. It went from 0.075 to $0.015 in less than 72 hours. Don't sell. Look, if you sell, you're not going to crush the price. There's enough liquidity now. It doesn't matter. But I'm just looking out for you. Don't fucking sell. Anyway, all right. Neil Ripley, Corey, and the special teams coordinator aren't safe. Neil, I would say that any coach should be able to hire their own staff. Craig Dugas, bro, I can't deal with one of these. He's one of us Edo Kool-Aid drinkers. They still out in force, defending the clown. Yes, they are. Johnny Adams, thanks, Matt, for the tip on Gamecoin. Michael Kleber, Matt, give a quick 60 seconds on Gamecoin and getting on it quick. So, Michael, the unfortunate part is that there's no way to do it quickly. It is still a crypto that is not on a primary exchange. However, they did announce that coming up shortly that they will be on Bitmart, which will make it much easier to buy. But when it goes to Bitmart, it gets exposed to much more people. And, it grows rapidly. So you need to buy Binance Coin at crypto.com, move your Binance Coin into your Trust wallet, and then go through the process from there. And there is a video that they made. I posted in the comments. There's a video that they made, how to buy Gamecoin, that walks through the whole process. Jackson Carney, your read on Tate in this situation. Great question, Jackson. So Tate is the new president at LSU, and he's a bit of a wild card, man, because from what I've heard in the last week is that he is injecting himself into this hiring situation thing with Ed Ogeron. So what does he covet in a candidate? How quickly is he willing to move on from Ed? All of that stuff is very relevant now. And none of us know because he hasn't been the president during a major coaching search yet. But my understanding is he is injecting himself in this. Mario Collada, do you know at the time the team is coming down the hill Saturday? Let's say played 11, so around 9:15. Lucian Mixon, what's up? Joe Brady won our natty, not coach. No, Joe Burrow won the natty, not Joe Brady. Craig Dugas, is that a thick boy 175 Whaler 12? Yup. Craig, I will definitely be needing your bottle. Frank Alessi, Gruden's available now. Yeah. Pell signed John Petty from Bama. What's that? Oh, Daniel, that was the comment about O. No, Daniel, don't get me wrong, bro. I don't care if Ed Ogeron comes on my show. Like, would I like it for my audience? Yes. Don't care either way. Most coaches are terrible interviews because they don't tell you anything. Is it nice clout to have a coach on your show to say you have? Sure. Are you occasionally going to get the sound bite every now? Okay. But people don't listen to talk shows for interviews. They don't. They just don't. Buddy Bond, you know what people listen? For me to rant. That's when people listen. Our most listened to things ever are me yelling and screaming. If it's rejoicing over the Oval Office, get the gad. If it's the red face rant when they lost to Bama last year. If it's the Cincinnati. That's why people listen. Personality, entertainment, all that stuff, not guests. Buddy Bond, Matt, what do you think the score will be this weekend? A lot to not enough. Brady Beacom, Matt, will the new coach sponsor Raising Cane's? Hope so. Hope our new coach is James Franklin from Penn State. Probably Brady. I mean, Todd and the guys over at Cane's have been really smart at that. McDonald's is the official LSU partner. So the way Cane's, wiggled in is they went and did a deal with the coach. David Wallace, process of buying Gamecoin, it's a tedious procedure. It is. I'm crypto savvy. The first time I did it, it took me an hour. Now I can do it in 2 minutes. But yeah, to get it set up is tough. James Thompson, will Mike Gundy be on the list of coaches? No. They did inquire James with Gundy back in 2016, and he was not interested. Joe Freitas, no slaw extra toast is a must for the new man in charge. Bingo. The beer, too. Brian Abedy, coach is good at firing bad coordinator hires, and Jordy. Coach O didn't get Jordy fired. FYI. If that's really true. He had nothing to do with it at all. Craig Dugas, revisiting Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So good. Had to abandon because all I drank for a month straight. A bottle every 4 to 6 days. Wow. Ryan Franovich, what's up, Matt? Thanks for Gamecoin. I would probably argue, I would submit that there are more Gamecoin wallet holders as a direct influence of me talking about it than any other. Maybe not the most cumulative money, because there's some really big whales that put a lot of money in and stuff, but cumulatively, the cumulative number. Bradley Reed had some Jovis Mango Cigar Blend. Sup? Jump back over here to YouTube. So, by the way, if you're just joining us, remember, be patient. I will get to all of your comments. I've stayed here till past almost midnight. Just be patient. I'll go back and forth, YouTube, Facebook. I'll try to get as many as I can. Boom, boom, boom. I'll get to you. Just smash the like button on YouTube, like the page, share the post on Facebook, and subscribe, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, please. Mark Allen, I think I might 420 Saturday at 11. Only looking forward to the rancid whiskey and wine. Connor O'Neill, not trying to piss you off. I get the last 4 names you heard, Fickle, Franklin, Kiffin, O'Brien. With that being said, do you think Woodward picks up the phone and calls Saban? No. Alan Landfear, afternoon, Matt. Little T-Moon, all right. Keep up the great work. LSU Eddie, give me some good news. The weather's going to be gorgeous this weekend, Eddie. And because there's only going to be about 60,000 people, the traffic won't be bad. Michael Terry, Gamecoin to the moon. Kevin Keys, does KB use transfer portal? No. I think Boutte is back next year. Boutte and Ricks are both back next year. I don't think either has a desire to transfer, from my understanding. Alex Day. Matt, I was at a bar this past weekend. A distributor came in who was delivering a bottle of Weller CYPB. What do you know about it? You mean that? Oh. It's terrific. There's some that swear it's the best. In my opinion, Weller 12 is the best, but CYPB is either second or third. Create your perfect bourbon. Really cool feature that that Weller did, and it's fantastic. It's soft on the palate, delightful, flavorful. It's definitely one of the best offerings Weller has. Unicorn, very hard to find. Brett Dagro, taking son to the game for his birthday. Maybe the Don Juan after for a drink. And a cigar, 7 is a big mouse. Okay, 7's tough. 7's tough. Jonathan Martin, David Kennedy. Eric Wilderrotter, Scone, deservingly so. I'm sure you're crushing it on every measurable metric on all your outlets. Do you worry this season becomes such a joke, fans completely disengage? So, good question, Eric. Here's what I would say. You always want a team that's either so good they're in contention like 2019, or so bad they're going to fire the coach. The worst spot to be is 8-4, 9-3. You know they're not going to fire the coach, but they're not good enough to win a championship. And so a lot of people disengage when you're right here. That's when apathy sets in. What's happening right now is interesting because people are waiting for the shoe to drop with the coach. So, like Whiskey and Wine last week, biggest Whiskey and Wine we've ever had. Locked on LSU podcast last week, biggest week in the 3+ year history of Locked on LSU. I mean, everything is mooning right now. It's giant. And eventually they'll fire Ed. And then everyone's going to be interested in the interim coach. And then can they resurrect the season? And then they'll play Bama and then whatever, you know. So, and then it's who are they going to hire? So then there's a lot of interesting storylines there. Does DP go back to radio? Michael Terry, I'll tell you this. Derek Panamsky burned a lot of bridges a few years back, shortly after he left. And there is virtually no chance that Guarantee would hire him back. I mean, virtually no chance. Could he catch on somewhere else? Maybe. And it could be a guarantee. Tiffany Monette. This will be the first game back in Death Valley for me since 2019. Always loved going to the Florida game. Sad our Tigers are down this year, but going to make the best of the trip. Enjoy the campus. Good for you, Tiffany. James Delaney. Matt, what's your thought on your favorite for the job? I would have, if it's just me, I would have Hugh Freeze on the list. They're not going to do that, though. I would say Fickle or Franklin would probably be my top 2 in whatever order. Michael Wells, what is Gamecoin, please? Gamecoin is a crypto developed right here in Baton Rouge with great fundamentals behind the project, including a charitable endeavor and also the opportunity for every athlete age 9 through pros to have their own crypto coin that they can trade, buy, and sell. Huge revenue opportunity, obviously, for premier athletes. For younger athletes, it's an opportunity to unlock gear and other things that they may not be able to afford. Bats, gloves, balls, all that stuff. It is basically a digital trading asset. Think about it this way. Whenever you were a kid and you played baseball, like when I was a kid and I played baseball, you know, we'd have picture day and then you get like your little trading cards, you give them to your friends, put them in the wallet, your family, whatever. Imagine if that was digital in your crypto wallet and it actually had appreciating value. What if you could get what if you could have gotten a Derek Stingley coin when he was a freshman at Dunham? How you doing? Trivia. It's almost 2 cents. Gamecoin is killing it. Could be $1 by Christmas. I don't think we're going to see $1 by Christmas trivia. I mean, you'd have to do a 50x between now and then, and I think that's really ambitious. It's unrealistic to think it goes at this pace in perpetuity. But where does that start to slow? I don't know, but we ain't close to it. I'll tell you that much. Mark Allen. Matt, what's your favorite LSU Florida memory? 97. Brushing the field. '07 was at that game, just all the build up, the hype, Tebow, his cell phone, one of the best games I ever saw in Tiger Stadium, '07. Pros all over the field, hard-hitting game, super intense, the fourth downs. Awesome. I mean, before that, there weren't any good ones, you know? I mean, LSU got the crap kicked out of them every year in the Spurrier era, so. Michael Terry, that's because you tell the truth. Yeah. Thank you. Jason Austin, can someone explain to me what Derek Panamsky actually does and where did he come from? Because I genuinely don't know. Derek, well, do I want to disclose all this right now? I will give you a surface level explanation without going too deep. Derek had a recruiting background, started a website, became friends with Ed Ogeron. In particular, they got very close the year Ed was out of coaching. Ed joined the LSU staff. He and Derek remained close. Les gets fired. Ed's interim. He trusted Derek because Derek was close to him when he was unemployed, brought him on as his special assistant. So Ed Ogeron hired a radio guy to be his special assistant. Now, if all he was doing was picking up the dry cleaning and keeping a schedule and stuff, okay. When he's the guy vetting candidates and shit, that's a problem. Because Derek's no more qualified to do that than this towel. Pegasus, hey Matt, not sure the cap situation. Would you trade for Odell? Oh, great question. Talent-wise, in a heartbeat. Millisecond, no questions asked. I don't think you can have another $100 million receiver on your roster. Pranav Gandam, what's up, Matt? My favorite analyzer of LSU and Saints. Thank you so much, Pranav. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Kirk, you think President Tate will force Woodward to hire a minority? Kirk, I don't know that I can say he would force it. And I do not know. I think it's a very real question how much influence he'll have and what he wants to see. And does a minority candidate race to the forefront? Maybe. And by the way, I'm not for hiring someone just because they're black, but James Franklin might be my favorite in this whole thing. I think he would crush it here. Like, if they landed on James Franklin, I'd be pumped. Pumped. Janet, so glad you stopped saying freeze. Last son of Odin, what candidates you hear and you're not feeling? I mean, the only name that's been added is Mel Tucker. I mean, I've told you the four I heard. The only most recent name I've heard this week is Mel Tucker, who was an assistant at Georgia, who's now at Michigan State. That's the only other one I've heard. Spurge, still fighting again. Spurge, call me. Spurge, I will help you. Call me, okay? You have my number. Call me. Let's do this. Trivia with Gamecoin. Mooning, why are you still working? Not there yet, Trivia. Come on, man. Tiffany Monette. The reason people continue to listen to you, Matt, is you love LSU, but you keep it 100% real. True fans know the truth. I appreciate it, Tiffany, but I don't doubt that at all. Like, I mean, I know that. I know. Here's the thing. And I only answered that because someone asked the question. But what most people don't see is, so like Tiffany, what you just posted, I get validation like that all day. Tweets, emails, Facebook posts, Messenger, Instagram, it's 85% positive. Thank you for what you do. Love the show. You're entertaining. Drew's great. Love your that's 85% of what I get. There's the 15% of losers that just are miserable people and all they do is shit on people, but that's them. And I pray for people like that. I don't internalize. I don't really care. But it's all good. But thank you. Lou Bassey, listen to you about our LSU Tigers, New Orleans Saints while I'm grinding in the Army. All right, Lou, Thank you for your service. How about a big shout out to Lou, everybody? Let's raise one for Lou for serving our country. Shout out. Greg T, David Kennedy, Jeremiah Hardell, Barry. Oh, God, I'm not reading that. Come on, that's not funny. I mean, it's a little funny. Any chance, Barry McCockiner? Barry McCockiner, get it? That's vulgar. Save that for whiskey and wine, Barry McCockiner. Any chance LSU, ULL's coach gets an interview? Probably not. Have you read the book Pappyland? I have not, Danny. Trivia, how much Gamecoin has been burned? Let's see. I'll tell you right now. I mean, there were 100 billion that were mined. They initially burned, shit, when was it, 2 cents? God damn. Wow. They initially burned 25 billion. And with every transaction, they burn more Gamecoin. For those who don't know what that means they take it out of supply, out of circulation. So the total supply continues to decrease with every transaction. So the burn address is actually at 25,602,211,021 Gamecoin. So they burned 25.6 billion. So since they launched, when they initially burned 25 billion, they burned another 600 million Gamecoin since then. So supply continues reducing, causing demand and value to don't sell your Gamecoin. Don't sell your Gamecoin. Jason Trump, why did Jalen Cook transfer? When they brought in Xavier Pinson, he wasn't going to play point guard. Garrett Broussard, how high are we expecting Gamecoin to go? Who knows, man? Let's see. Oh, Sean McKinnon. Okay, Sean McKinnon. Gotcha, bro. I recognize that name. Greg T, 1690, invest in Gamecoin, 8988 profit. Hold on to my coins for a long time, all because of you. You got it, Greg. Change your life, bro. Hannah Warner, do you think Kiffin will leave the SIP in a millisecond? I will tell you definitively that it has been made abundantly clear to me that Lane Kiffin wants the LSU job badly. I just don't think he's going to get it. Tony Janusa, appreciate the content. Keep it up. Thank you, Tony. Y'all do us a favor. 173 watching. That's awesome on YouTube. 88 likes, not quite as good. Smash that like button. Thank you. Facebook, 120 watching. Much obliged. Love all of you. Daniel Cass, not sure if this is a sensitive subject. What does Austin Thomas not like about Coach O? The same things most fans don't. And not just Coach O, but Coach O's right-hand man, who is notoriously territorial and very hard to get along with. Hang on one second now. Don't move. Don't move. I need to get my charger. Don't move. Don't move. There we go. Caleb Bernard, great job with the Locked On LSU podcast, my go-to every day. Thank you, Caleb. Subscribe to Locked On LSU if you haven't done so yet. Thank you. Frank Alessi, everyone thought we would get the news of firing live on Whiskey and Wine. Maybe this week. Dakota Lang, what about Dave Aranda? Probably not experienced enough. Robeek, what's up, Robeek? Robeek, you got a big shout out a few minutes ago. I don't know if you were watching. Dan Stowers, Gamecoin. Brady Beacom, LSU Florida State game in 2022 needs to be moved to Saturday in NOLA. do not like Sunday night. Brady, I'm with you, but the benefit of it is, think about this year. You had that Notre Dame, Florida State game on Sunday night. It's the only game on TV. You have the whole country watching only your game. That's the benefit. T-Bob was made for Whiskey and Wine. The show has been awesome with y'all. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate that. By the way, we'll drop another episode tomorrow of Scone and Tea. So if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe up to that, however you get your podcast. Dan, Gamecoin has a shot at 10 cents, maybe 20 cents by Christmas. We'll see. I think 10 cents is absolutely doable. 20 is ambitious. You're talking about a 10x from right now, between now and Christmas. I mean, 2 months, maybe. I mean, shit, in 111 days, it's gone from launch to a $1 billion market cap. I wouldn't put anything past it. Damian Ramirez, up, Matt? Drinking Modelo Negra. A little too dark for me. I do like Modelo. Modelo Negra is a little too dark for me. I don't really like the dark beers, but that's awesome, man. Do a great job. Thank you, man. I think Frank will do a great job. I agree. Tony Williams, Alan Hurd. Did you hear Aggies raised $108,000 for Jimbo charity after 41.38 each? Chances they go for Jimbo. I think Jimmy Sexton and Scott Woodward had that conversation. I don't know how legitimate how far it goes. Craig Duga, Matt, got a chance getting the new Boss Hog. Thoughts? Price seems steep. I did pay $300 for tequila. I'm not a big tequila guy. So, Craig. So Boss Hog, by the way, is a Whistle Pig offering. It's their exclusive offering every year. Some of the best whiskeys I've ever had are the Boss Hogs. I have 4, the Black Prince, on my shelf up there. I can't remember if it was 5 or 6. The Samurai was incredible. They're amazing. They're amazing. Amazingly unique, everyone. It's just really tough to stomach that price when you start talking about $400 or $500 for a bottle. It's just, God, it's a lot. I mean, I would just say go to Oliver Twist and just buy an ounce of it. You know, maybe they charge you 60, 70, 80 bucks, whatever. Yeah, drink an ounce of it. Say you had it. Justin Reyes, change Musso's song from Barbie Girl to Puff the Magic Dragon. That's pretty good. It's amazing we've convinced everybody Musso's a pothead. Totally unintentionally. Tony Williams, how come Woodward is not fired out yet? So there's a couple things. I can tell you, number one, they're not confident in any of the interim options. It's likely going to be Mickey Joseph. Also, and this is why y'all come here. So I did read Ed Orgeron's contract this week, and in his termination for cause section, LSU has to make Orgeron aware of his termination in writing. Then he has 5 days to respond. When he responds, LSU then must issue a final ruling, at which point Orgeron has another 5 days to request an in-person meeting with the university president. If the president's unavailable, it would be someone in his stead that would meet with Orgeron and make the decision. So you're talking about what could stretch out 10, 11 days, right? So if they were going to fire for cause. So that's a possibility. That's why it's dragging out as well. But I don't know that definitively. Something I wouldn't say on radio, but I'll say here. I mean, that's in his contract. Maybe I would say that on there. That's in his contract. Chewy, T-Bob's reasoning for O being the perfect hire is insane. I look forward to getting a good coach again. Listen, Chewy, T-Bob played at LSU. He loves LSU, no doubt, and he's got a long-standing relationship with Ogeron, so he's going to be inclined to defend him. I have no relationship with Ed Ogeron, hated the hire to begin with, and I'm not surprised it's blowing up, so I'm going to be more inclined to discredit anything successful he's done here, especially considering the sample size proves that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. It's more evidence of guy won the lottery and was broke within 6 months. That's what Ogeron is. He's not the guy who built it and then struggled to handle success. He didn't build shit. He bought a lottery ticket and won the lottery. That doesn't mean you go to him for financial advice. He's a lucky son of a bitch who won the lottery. I don't want him to be my CPA. He just went to Circle K and bought a lottery ticket. Congrats. You got super lucky. I'm pumped for you. Don't fuck it up. Well, he fucked it up. Stephen Fry, what's up? Craig Duga, can't wait for Wade Brigade to grace us and bring home the SC Championship. Hell yeah, bro. Matt Boudreaux, I'll bring a bottle over. We drink and you get me set up on Gamecoin. I have no idea about crypto. Is that Matt Boudreaux, the former TV anchor Matt Boudreaux? I wonder. If it is, Matt, shoot me a message. I can't. If that's that Matt Boudreaux, shoot me a message, Matt. I'll help you. Shit, I'll help anybody. I mean, it just takes me. I mean, it's basically. I have basically become Gamecoin tech support. You know what? We did the Weller 12 Gamecoin. We're gonna pop open the barrel proof Gamecoin. The EC barrel proof. What y'all say, bro? Let's get it. Give me a new glass. Shout out to Hudco, by the way, y'all. Anybody need a roof? When you wait, hang on. Hang on. Sorry. This is your brief interlude, okay? This is your interlude while I open this.
Someone you know, Scone, Ontario. All you need is Hudco. Call Hudco Roofing. 364-1007.
This will be a 60-second interlude. Shout out to Toby Tomplin.
Someone you know, Scone, Ontario. All you need is Hudco. Call Hudco Roofing. 364-1007.
All right. Thank you for that brief interlude from Hudco Roofing. James Delaney. Matt, can you recap the players lost the past week? Well, you lost Kayshon Boutte. You lost Ali Gay. You lost Elias Ricks for the year. Get Glenn Logan back. Juan, Matt, I'm the wine to your whiskey tonight. Dreading Saturday. My brother's not going to let me hear the end of it. Damn Gator. I love him, though. You shouldn't love him if he's a Gator. Tremaine, 318. Kirk Taylor. Drew got the knife hand now. Oh, God, I'm so far behind. Oh, no. Matthias 5K, Michael Wells, Corey Patterson, Dwayne Boudreaux. Joe Brady's not coming back. He's an NFL guy. William Cuppett, Scone. You know it's going to be old Joey Freshwater. I think this has to be a squeaky clean hire, and I'm not sure he's that. Brian Champagne, when will the shit show end before it gets worse? God, I hope this weekend. Mario Cristobal. You know, here's the thing about Cristobal. He was a failed head coach at FIU. I mean, a disaster. Went on Saban's staff, assistant head coach, great recruiter, all that stuff. Goes up to Oregon. I don't know what he is, man. You know, hasn't won at a high level, and I don't know that that's the guy that Woodward's going to go to. Coach O coins the term shit the bed Saturday. Coach O or Russ? I choose Russ. Russ would have the guys laughing at least. Brian Jones, who do you really want, Matt? I would be thrilled with James Franklin. I'd be thrilled. Spurge can't buy Binance. So it'd be not BNC, it's BNB Spurge. And I have an option for you, by the way. Call me, Spurge. When we finish this, I'll get on the phone with you. I don't care if it's 12 o'clock at night. I'll help you. Michael Wells, Brandon Reese, Brian Jones. Didn't say anything stupid. Do you have step-by-step directions to Gamecoin? Yeah, Brian, there is a video. If you go to thegamecoin.net, there's a video that says how to buy Gamecoin. It walks you through how to do it. It's complicated, but it walks you through how to do it. Jeremy Hoskins, the Wisp Big Ten. There you go. Brian Jones, you see NFL coach coming or a current college coach? Current college coach. David Kennedy, Matt on the Real. Love whiskey and wine. Love you and T-Bob. Do y'all really have that much animosity towards Sir? Yeah, fuck him. I hate him. Brian Jones, what's the hype behind Fickle? Hot young name. Early 40s. Good defensive mind. Coach under Urban Meyer. Won at a high level. He's built his own thing. I mean, I'm with you with some skepticism. I'm with it. Considering he's only been a head coach at Cincinnati. He had the interim year at Ohio State where they were 6-6. You know. Who was the latest candidate you mentioned a while ago? So James, I've given you 5 names now. In no order. Lane Kiffin, Bill O'Brien, James Franklin, Luke Fickell, Mel Tucker. Those are names that I have been told from people associated with LSU. Michael Wells, would Stoops make it? I mean, he could do well, but could he recruit at this level at LSU? Instead of recruiting 2 and 3 stars and developing them, could he recruit 4 and 5 stars and win those battles? I don't know. Jason, if you're Scott Woodward, you make Dabo Swinney tell you no. No, I'm not interested in Dabo. God damn. I'm so far behind on this. Jesus, I'm so far behind on comments. There it is, Jesus. Thanks for 188 watching on YouTube, 131 likes. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it. Jump back here to Facebook for a second. Patrick Bloom. What's the whiskey you want for your collection you don't own? Pappy 15. Pappy 15 is the best whiskey I've ever tried. But I've never had a bottle of it. I think the Pappy 15 is the best. And I've had the 20, the 23. I've never had the 30, but I've had the Van Winkle Rye, Family Reserve Rye. I've had them all. Pappy 15 for me is the sweet spot. It's like a steak. You can undercook a steak. You can overcook a steak. What's your perfect temperature? Same with whiskey. You can underage it. You can overage it. What's the perfect age? For me, it's 15 years. I think it's Pappy 15 is the best one. Justin Reyes, do you think Ed's next job could be, does he sit a year? If he wants to go be an analyst or a defensive line coach somewhere, I think he could get right back in. Mark Anthony Alexander, what happened to Mike D being on AFR? Took a full-time radio job somewhere else. That is on the same time we're on, so he contractually can't come on. Unfortunately, I love Mike D. He's my guy. A fucking guy, dude. I love Mike Detillier. One of my favorite people in the world. Daniel Cass, who's Coach O's right-hand man? Panamsky. Bob Simo, Matt, dabbled in crypto the last 4 years, made a little money riding ups and downs. Gamecoin was of interest because of the ground floor investment. So far, it's all good. Got in, put my daughters on it. Thanks for the heads up. Agree with you. Hold for bigger returns coming. Yes, Bob. Hold. Hodl, as they say. Skip, what's up, dude? Any other school past 3 coaches have a title? Nope. Brian Jones, you're neglecting your YouTubers. Sorry, Brian, I'm jumping back and forth. Edward Washington, Ben Pfeiffer, Frank Alessi. Hated the hire. It liked it more than the other names in the hat at the time. Nothing was good about that situation. Yeah, Frank, I just fundamentally disagree. There were a lot of great coaches at the time. And when you think about the fact that the last 3 coaches at LSU have all won natties, and the fact that the last 2 are not exactly savants, they could have and should have done much better. Lenny Moss, y'all listen to Matt. I wish I would have. Yeah, Lenny, I tried to tell you about a month ago by Gamecoin. Yeah, I'll tell y'all this, bro. I mean, the people in the world closest to me, are all in Gamecoin. Parents, grandparents, in-laws, both of Erica's sisters got their husbands, my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, everybody, cousins, everybody, except my brother. My brother's the only one, and I have told him for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I've tried to tell him, and he keeps putting me off. And I'm like, bruh, what do you do, man? I can't make somebody do something. I'm not gonna make somebody. I'm not gonna pressure somebody. But I'm like, damn, bruh. Regret's a bitch, man. He gonna live with it. Matt, your best rant was the Greg Byrne one. I don't even remember that one. Thoughts on Trader Joe's bourbon. Craig Duga. Trell Hatch. Pete Carroll. Yeah. Pete Carroll's 70 years old, man. Todd Gallo. Since Woodward keeps everything quiet, one person you haven't heard publicly is Dave Aranda. Everyone mentions Dave Aranda, Todd, and he's gonna aim much higher. Like when you're talking about a guy that just hired Kim Mulkey, who's won 3 natties, guy that hired Jimbo, who won a natty, hired Jay Johnson, who'd been to Omaha twice, including a championship series. Come on, bro. Like, we're obsessed with Dave Aranda. Nobody else is. Nobody's obsessed with the Baylor coach. Is Fleck not an option? PJ Fleck signed a contract extension. He signed a contract extension that has a $10 million buyout. So he out, bro. Breck Ballantyne, LSU trivia. Who did LSU beat 97 Independence Bowl? Notre Dame. I was there in the snow. Matt Moscona, thanks, Scone. Trying to figure out now. Daniel Cass, I'm not up to speed on what happened with James Franklin at Vandy with that horrible assault case against his players. Care to shine a light? I need to go back and revisit that, Daniel, but I don't, off the top, I don't remember. I mean, I know there was the case. I don't know if there was any awareness from him or the athletic department. I really don't remember. I definitely need to sort of re-familiarize myself with that. Craig, I kind of miss Mike D name dropping and rambling in circles. Mike D's my fucking guy, bro. God, I miss Thursdays. Entertaining as shit. This one, like, if y'all knew how knowledgeable, connected Mike D is, like, unbelievable. Like, the most interesting man in the world, I'm pretty sure, was a character based off of Mike Detillier's likeness. That guy. Incredible. He's my guy, dude. All right, Facebook, like the page, share the post. YouTube, subscribe, smash that like button. Brandon said, Matt, one of your best rants was after the LSU-ULL NIT game. Yep. As a ULL alum, it was nice for them to put in their place, for sure. It's funny how many ULL alums are actually LSU fans. Garrett Broussard hoping for a Gamecoin dip to buy again. Garrett, I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I need you to listen to me. I don't know if you're still watching, but I need you to listen to me. The price you're seeing right now, you will never see again. I'm not giving you advice, not telling you what to do, not telling you to spend your money, whatever. What I'm telling you is the price you're seeing right now, you will never see again. Ever. Okay? Got it? Like, we can clip this if you want. You can earmark it and come back to it, whatever. But if your plan is, oh, I got a few $100 or this or whatever, and you're like, I'll wait for a dip. You're going to miss it, bro. Brian Jones, do we hold our recruiting class intact with the coaching change around signing day? Yes. Gulf South, I forgot if it was AFR or OTB. One of the guests mentioned Chiefs OC. That's Eric Bieniemy. It was today on AFR. I love the idea. I'd be fired up if they got Eric Bieniemy. I don't know if Eric Bieniemy wants to coach college. I have no idea how to be as a recruiter. I am floored that he's had NFL interviews and has not gotten a head coaching job. And this is what I said on AFR today, is that the default answer people can say is, well, it's because he's black. And maybe that's the reason. Maybe. But there's a whole bunch of black coaches that have gotten head coaching jobs. That have some been good, some been bad. I mean, Tony Dungy won a Super Bowl. Jim Caldwell went to a Super Bowl. Raheem Morris was a disaster in Tampa. Anthony Lynn was the disaster with the Chargers. Vance Joseph had some ups and downs. I mean, dudes have gotten shots. Some have done really well, some haven't. Whatever. Tomlin, I think, is top. Mike Tomlin, I would argue, is the top 3 coach in the NFL. He's a Hall of Famer. So maybe that's why Bieniemy hasn't gotten a job, because he's black. I find that hard to believe. Maybe I'm naive, admittedly. I would assume he's a terrible interview. That's my assumption. Knowing what I do about the interview process, my guess is people are enamored with the idea of him because he's the OC of this Chiefs offense with Mahomes and Clyde and Kelsey, and like, God, he's putting together this amazing offense. And he gets into an interview room, and I think he bombs. That's my guess. It's no different. I'll give you a white guy example. Brent Venables, DC at Clemson, was at Oklahoma for years, has interviews, never gotten a job. Why? Not because he's white, probably just sucks as an interview. He can't convince the person that he's the guy worthy of leading his program. Just my guess, just a guess. Cameron Kemp, Nicholas Cantrell, where can I see what the price of Gamecoin is? So Nicholas, you can go to poocoin.app, P-O-O-C-O-I-N, poocoin.app. Type in GME in the search. Do you think James Franklin at LSU could be what Mac Brown was in Texas? Yes. Brian Jones, Woodward not making a change is causing a bigger distraction. Agreed. Rip the Band-Aid off, I agree. Pete Carmichael, no. Michael Wells, Matt, I'd like to send you an LSU championship canvas display if you like. Let me know. That'd be awesome, bro. Yeah, I'm down. I love art. That'd be great. Dwayne Beeson, Scott Woodward hasn't fired coaches during the season, but that was before the transfer portal. Your thoughts? I think Ogeron's going to get fired. If he had a no-doubt slam dunk interim head coach, it had already been done. Roy Henry, fighting 69th. Big one for the Cajuns last night. Not LSU related, but Napier's doing a nice job. I tell you this much: I know Napier wants the LSU job. Like I know for a fact he wants it badly. I don't think he's going to get it, but I know he wants it. Woodward's just going to aim higher. Trivia. Already got about 70x with Gamecoin on 100x. It's fun, isn't it? Wolf, come on, say Derek is a POS. I'm not going to say Derek's a POS. I'm friends with Derek. I have no, personally, I have zero ill will with Derek Panamsky. Me personally, zero. He and I have been friends for a long time. But I'm also telling you, as someone, I'm not talking about the person. I'm talking to you about the special assistant head coach. He has zero qualifications to do that job. And Ed Ogeron leaning on him is laughable. And Derek's personality, staunchly loyal to Ogeron, almost to a fault, and Ogeron to him has created division elsewhere, burned bridges, and been all around pretty toxic. Adam Forrester, who's the swing for the fence hire? Do you believe Austin Thomas stays? Yes, because Austin Thomas was hired. I'll say this again. I'm going to say this again, okay? For all of you to hear. Ed Ogeron did not hire Austin Thomas. Scott Woodward hired Austin Thomas. Okay? Scott Woodward brought Austin Thomas back to Baton Rouge. Austin loved Baton Rouge. He didn't want to leave. He and his wife loved it. They had their first child here. They didn't want to go. But Ed and Derek, not great. Austin left for Tennessee for a job that didn't actually exist. He ended up leaving, going to Texas A&M, where he met Scott Woodward. Has a lot of respect. Ultimately went and worked for Dave Aranda at Baylor. Scott Woodward brought him back. Scott brought him back. Austin is amazing. The reason LSU's roster is a shit show is because Austin left and Ed and Derek have no idea how to organize a roster. It's not just about getting 5-star recruits, 4 and 5-star recruits. You have to manage a roster. The reason that LSU keeps having to go to the transfer portal to get an offensive lineman from Harvard, a cornerback from Nichols, a linebacker that can't play inside, a safety because your safety sucks, is because they've mismanaged the roster. Austin will fix that. Mel Tucker, the ESPN draft guy. That's Mel Kiper. Mel Tucker is the head coach at Michigan State. Caleb Jones, Matt, saw you at this Aesthetic Medicine Clinic. What's up, Caleb? The Botox. I met Caleb and his wife at Aesthetic. Dude, Botox is legit, bro. You get it. When I got Botox the first time, I got it one time. My fear was, man, it's going to make me look like fake. Because, and there are awful examples of people whose, their skin looks, their face looks like plastic because they've done so much work. But, Botox is incredible. It's amazing. I mean, you're it smooths out your face. I get why people do it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to Aesthetic Medicine at Agent Clinics, Louisiana. Let's see. Corey Patterson, James Delaney. Matt, thanks for all you do. Thank you, bro. Josh Faust. Matt, who was the guy Odd had on yesterday proposed we keep O one more year to fix issues? I have no idea. Matt, didn't you see Gamecoin got to 5 cents you were going to retire? I mean, I could. I won't. Good. $0.10? $1? Y'all will never hear from me again. You understand me? Gamecoin gets to $1, you will never hear from me again. Oh, man. Derek Young, would you be worried he has success quickly going to the NFL? Nope. Don't worry about that at all. I don't think you hire someone with fear of losing them. You hire the best person. Tyler Lambert, call me illiterate. Where'd I begin with Gamecoin or crypto in general? What would you say is the minimum investment? Tyler, I would say the minimum investment should be whatever the minimum investment you want it to be. But look, man, I'm no investment guy. I'm no analyst, market analyst, none of that. I'm someone who my whole life has been very fiscally responsible. I don't spend money on dumb shit. Even when I was a part-time broke dick with, like, when I graduated college, y'all, I was in a house with, it was me and two other guys, three of us. And I paid $250 a month in rent for my room. And I saved $50 a month on my rent because I agreed to cut the grass. Even when I made no money, I always saved money. I basically put a tax on myself so I could always put money into savings. I've always been that guy. I just save. I save. I don't buy dumb shit, and I save. You could look at this and say, Matt, you buy plenty of dumb shit. But this is my only hobby, is collecting whiskey. It's the only thing I collect. I don't hunt, I don't fish, I don't have land, I don't have boats, I don't have a camp, I don't have season tickets, I don't have any of that. I don't spend money on that shit. I don't buy expensive clothes all the time. I mean, it's just not my thing. So, I'm not going to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, any of that stuff. Your investment should be what you're willing to lose. But I also went deep. That when I first heard the phrase NFT about a year ago, I was like, what the fuck's an NFT? And so I started learning about a non-fungible token. And when I learned about smart contracts on the blockchain, my light switch, it was like, for me,
What's the name, Sean?
10 minutes.
Who's the Packers new coach?
Matt LaFleur.
You know?
He's been there 2 years. Why? You think he's
All
hot?
the girls that love him on TikTok. All of them.
All the girls love Matt LaFleur on TikTok.
Yeah,
Someone told me today, they're like, I love your wife on Instagram. or on when she comes on your live stuff. They're like, because it's just so real. Who told me that? They're like, y'all are so funny. It's the best thing you do. It's so funny together.
I don't think we're funny.
I think they're laughing at you.
Probably. Okay, so Matt LaFleur, he's new.
You love Gamecoin, by the way?
I love Gamecoin. I do. I'm kind of in some sales for you from Gamecoin too.
Not for me.
For like the people,
People.
the gamers.
The gamers. With the coin.
Yeah.
You can broadcast, Chantel LaRussa. You can broadcast from your yacht. Buddy Bond, what's the cigar bar you'll go to? A Don Juan cigar bar. Gamecoin hitting 50 cents. Matt will laugh at Coach O's buyout payment. I could afford it. I'll put it to you that way. If it hits 50 cents, I could afford Coach O's buyout payment. Easily. Which is a bizarre thought, isn't it? That's a lifetime away, though. Oh, so Tyler. So when I learned about smart contracts on the blockchain, it was my light switch, my aha. It's like if you could go back 200 years to when Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. And I'm going to go deep here, sorry if this confuses you. 200 watching on YouTube. 73 hanging on Facebook. The young people still hanging on YouTube. The old people have gone to bed on Facebook. But 75 still hanging on. I love you for it. It's like, can you imagine if 150 years ago, you take a horse and buggy to a different town where they invented the light bulb, and you go on a street at night when it's normally pitch black, or they have like torches, like little fire torches lighting the street. And you see light bulbs, and you're like, what is that? Well, that's electricity. Well, how does that work? Well, look, you just flip this switch and that light comes on. So all I have to do is flip this switch and that illuminates this whole area? Yeah. So you can put those like in homes and offices and everywhere, and you just flip a switch and that comes on? Yeah. That was my moment with NFTs. When I heard about NFTs and smart contracts, I was like, oh shit, this is going to be the world. We're all going to do this. It was my light switch. So that sent me down the crypto rabbit hole when I started learning about blockchain, technology, projects, crypto, all of it. And it was just a series of things where I became obsessed with learning about it. And I spent fucking hours, like every day. Y'all don't understand, bro. People think I sit there and listen to sports talk. I don't listen to sports talk radio. I don't listen to sports podcasts. People ask me, hey, did you hear what so? No, I didn't hear what so-and-so said, because I don't give a shit what they said. I don't care what this person's podcast said or thought about me or this game, but I don't care. Like, I produce sports content all the time. I don't want to listen to somebody else's bullshit. I mean, that's all I do. So in my free time, I listen to business stuff, and I went deep down the crypto rabbit hole. And so I started learning everything about crypto, blockchain, everything. And so I was armed with a ton of knowledge. And when I saw blockchain, I was like, when I saw Gamecoin, I was like, holy shit. That's fucking brilliant. Like, that idea is going to work. Like, that is the future. And it just happens to be dudes in Baton Rouge who are smart and well-funded and great business operators with a great team, and things fell. But you're talking about 111 days, got $1 billion market cap. It's bonkers. It's insane what they're doing. Insane. And they're still idiots. There are still fucking morons. Morons going, oh, it's a pump and dump. It's a scam. You are a fucking idiot. If you are sitting here today saying Gamecoin is a pump and dump, I'm going to be blunt and tell you, you are a fucking moron. Fucking moron. Here's the biggest problem with the crypto space. There's people that have been in crypto forever that think they're the gatekeepers. They get to decide what's valid or this and that. They're fucking losers. They have their play. It's like the person who is like, well, we saw the band when they were an underground. Who gives a shit? Then they got really popular and now they play fucking stadiums. Shut the fuck up, idiot. Anyway, that's my opinion of like crypto OGs. They don't want anybody new in the space. Fucking idiots. But if you are still sitting here today thinking Gamecoin is a pump and dump, with the cash flow in it, the market cap, the number of investors, the people running it, the Gamecoin ambassador athletes, the shit that's about to drop is incredible. Like, you are I want you to do this for me. The 203 watching on YouTube, the 69 watching on Facebook. If you're part of the nearly 300 people watching Nightcap with Scone at 10:50 p.m. Central Time on this Wednesday, October the 13th, the year of our Lord 2021. If you come across someone that says, oh, that's a pump and dump scam, come to this part of the video, show it to them, where I can say to them, you are a fucking moron. Slapdick motherfucker, stupid ass bitch motherfucking moron. Sorry for the curse words. I'm not sorry for the curse words. It's Nightcap with Scone. We curse here. And I curse a lot, as you all know. Just not on radio, because I can't. Like, anyway. Johnny Adams. I want to learn more about crypto. Do you have a website you recommend for research? Yes, I do, Johnny. Okay, get your pen, write this down. This is the website I used when I learned about crypto. You spell it Google. It's called Google. Just fucking Google it. Come on, bro. Go down the rabbit hole. That's what I did. That's what drives me. People are like, bro, I can't buy Gamecoin. What, you think someone just fucking gave me Gamecoin? I spent the fucking time. I learned how to do it. Fucking learn how to do it. Sorry, who is that? Johnny. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm not trying to be a dickhead to you. I'm sorry. I am. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Sorry, Johnny. Billy Mathern said BitBoy Crypto. Yes, BitBoy Crypto is a YouTube channel, Johnny, that I would recommend highly. Eric, did y'all hear Erica laughing? She's watching TikTok videos. I can't fucking do you. She sits there and watches TikTok videos and she laughs her ass off all night long. I'm in bed. I hear her cackling. I'm like, oh, Erica's watching TikTok videos in the tub again. So, Johnny, if you go to YouTube, search BitBoy Crypto. He has the #1 crypto YouTube channel and does a daily crypto live stream at it's 11 Central, noon Eastern, and it's about an hour and a half, and he goes through the market and top stories every day, and it's like you can fall down the rabbit hole just on his channel. He's got great info. That's a really good place. I would trust him. The guy's name is Ben, God damn it, what's his name? Ben Armstrong. Ben Armstrong is his name. Look at Johnny. Let's see. All right. Late Adams, it's okay to be a dick sometimes. Gulf South, you spelled that Google. Kevin Burke, Kevin Mawai will not be a head coach, no. It's a Ponzi scheme for young folks who don't know. It's not a Ponzi scheme, Rodney. You're a dumb dick motherfucker. Like, you need to just leave right now, you stupid motherfucker. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how much of a dumb dick you are. Curse as much as you want as long as you don't play the guitar again. As long as it's in tune. Alon Jacoby, is it too late? No, it's not too late. Rodney Kraft, Brandon Reese, from a recruiting standpoint, Franklin and Cristobal will be a good hire. Jason LMAO, get him that. Dustin McGinnis, gonna try to buy tomorrow once I get a hold of the bank to approve it. You know what? Like, isn't that Gamecoin or no? Isn't that the biggest indictment on our current financial system? The fact that your bank is telling you what you can spend your money on. That's why decentralized finance is a thing. That's why crypto is a thing. Because out of the financial crisis of 2008, when major companies crashed our economy because of their irresponsibility and the government bailed them out, a bunch of people got together and said, fuck this. We're going to create a perfect currency. And that's what bore Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has appreciated in value to where no one will ever use it as a currency, because why would you ever trade an appreciating asset for a depreciating asset? You wouldn't use Bitcoin to buy a fucking pizza that you're going to eat and shit out when that Bitcoin is going to continue to go up in value. So, but the whole point is it created blockchain technology, decentralized finance, and made everyone potentially their own sovereign nation. I know governments are terrified of it, and they should be, but like, it's what it is. Oh, look at Rodney. Fuck you, Rodney Kraft. Hey, Rodney Kraft, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're a fucking loser. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm serious. If I saw you, I'd punch you in the fucking... That's Rodney Kraft is exactly who I'm talking about. He's a guy who probably invested in Bitcoin 5 years ago, thinks he owns the fucking space because he was early in it. He's the fucking gatekeeper. You know what he is? He's a fucking loser is who he is. That's who that guy is. Fucking loser. Kirk's gonna call someone a dumb dick motherfucker. Simon Saturday afternoon on this game line. Get ready. Tim G. Elias Ricks injured his shoulder, may need surgery. Not may, he's having surgery. Talked to his mom today. Torn labrum, same injury he had last year when he had surgery after the season. When all y'all people were saying, is he leaving for Ohio State? Because some fucking loser on a message board said he was going to Ohio State. And all y'all believed him because you read it on the internet. And I try to tell y'all, consider the source. You believe message board people and podcast dumb dicks. And I try to tell y'all, consider the source. And Elias Ricks played this season at LSU because I'm telling you, I know his mother. His mother, Shauna Ricks, is a realtor who works for Darren James and Associates, who's been a great sponsor of AFR forever. Shauna Ricks, their family, awesome people. Eli's 14-year-old brother goes to school in Baton Rouge. Shauna, her husband, they both work in Baton Rouge. They bought their home. They don't rent. They bought their home. They ain't going fucking nowhere. I'll keep listening to stupid fucking people. Hey, man, I heard on the We Heart LSU podcast that Elias Ricks was going to Ohio State. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Fucking makes my job so hard. Where are the cookies at, Ski Rock? Let's see. Matt, ever had Booker's pigskin? I've not had Booker's pigskin. Ian Lander, where can you find market value GME? Go to poocoin.app, P-O-O coin.app. Type in GME. They'll tell you the price. Alex Smith, Malik Neighbors will break out. I tend to agree with you. Alex Smith, Malik Neighbors, and Malik Neighbors and Deion Smith. I'm excited about him. Yes, his brother shut down corner too. It's awesome. Since Pearl Jam, sing Pearl Jam, Scone is on Gamecoin the way grunge hit Seattle in the early 90s. Songs is sure. Have I got a little story for you? When you saw your baby. Late Nanners Cracker Battle go all night. Now I'm going to bed. Actually, it's 11 o'clock. Not going to bed just yet. May go drink a beer, though, and actually talk to my wife. This has been a long day. It's been a long day. Woke up, did morning Scone, went to Guarantee, recorded Locked on LSU, went to a meeting from 10:30 to 12:30, went to Guarantee, talked to Shauna Ricks for 30 minutes, prepped, hosted AFR, went back-to-back-to-back phone calls, helping people get into Gamecoin, went to Superior to meet someone about Gamecoin, came home, took Drew to Albertsons, had 3 more phone calls about Gamecoin, came here, did this. Been a long day. Erica better make some cookies for that today. Let's see, Jake Richardson. How do we know the text line is working properly? First 2 times got text back saying they went through. Haven't gotten it since or response from you. Jake Richardson, send me a text right now, and as soon as I hang up, I'm going to reply to you. Because YouTube is on my phone, and Facebook is on my my Microsoft Surface. So Jake, send me a text right now. I promise as soon as we hang up, I'll reply. Jimmy Magoo, Erica should join the live chat. Brian Champagne, how much should I invest to Gamecoin? Just wondering. Whatever you can afford to lose. Isn't that the rule of investing? Okay, y'all have an awesome night. I'm getting out of here. Hour and a half. Appreciate y'all. Jeremy Thibodeau, 30 for 30. Scone, Dwayne, and Coach O. So good. Scone and Terry singing Project. I haven't done that in a minute. Good idea. All right, we'll see y'all. Peace. Have a great night.